Hello, this is Joanne from Colorado, and I just wanted to do a quick run around of my gardens and just to see how much the plants are growing. And we're keeping lots of hummingbirds happy, so, anyways, my 20 pots that used to fit underneath my um, little patio garden there beside it are now have now been moved. I have little hummingbirds watching the gardens and eating in there all the time. But I just wanted to show you that I have gardens all around my house because I want the hummingbirds not to feel like they have to chase each other out of the gardens. So these are getting more flowers on them, but the bigger plants in the back, there's a whole row of them, and those are all hummingbird favorites. We've had to move one of our pots off to the end here because we just had way too many flowers, not enough space, and I needed to make one row because what was happening was all of my hummingbirds that were coming in were coming to this outside group of flowers, and my bee balm that was over by the patio was blocking most of these pots. And so when the hummingbirds came, I could hear them, but I couldn't see them. So I have one, the crocosmia is in a pot back there, and that will be blooming really soon, and that is a really, really fine treat for hummingbirds. So anyways, here's this garden, and we have had to move I think three flower pots or four out of there now just to make room. And this one, letting it grow up by the house. My hanging basket behind me, I see, has a big dent in the side of the flowers. And I believe that's probably due to a cat that likes hummingbirds. Must have jumped on my flower planter from the fence. The only thing I can figure. Anyways, hummingbirds come to these flower pots all the time. I'm going to turn around a second because I hear hummingbirds. That's what I do it for. That's a pretty male. If we could see his front light up there and his head, man, he has got a lot of hot pink. I believe it's a rufous. And he's been chasing females out of there. Or just chasing them because he likes to. I'm not sure which. But he does chase them out of the flower patch too. So, anyways, just a quick view from here. I just have this, the bird baths, I moved back a little ways from the plants. And I have my pots in one nice neat row. So that way I can see all the hummingbirds that come in, at least when they're on my side of the pot or on the sides. And these flowers have hummingbirds all the time. I have lots of salvias. That one plant of vermilion is huge. I think it's about 3.5 feet wide now. Anyways, I love it when they get like that because they feed a lot of birds. Here's my cat mint bee balm in the middle. And my hibiscus is finally getting leaves, and hopefully we'll have flowers soon. Here's my petunias with licorice, supertunias, bubblegum, and my super beania. Here's my third flower garden, or fourth. And that area gets a lot of hummingbirds. And then there's this area. It also gets a lot of hummingbirds. And then I will take you outside my fence. So, on the outside of the fence, this is the north side of my yard. Anyways, had to get some flowers up there where birds could see them over the fence. And I planted some cosmos, which are about ready to bloom. Some more salvia and some more zinnias. And that little garden will have lots of flowers in it soon. And it already attracts them, but just gives them more flowers. And then, well, I gotta back off a little bit because these flowers are tall. I have a lot of echinacea in there, but you almost can't see it because the cosmos are getting so big. There it is. Anyways, hummingbirds love echinacea, coneflowers. They love cosmos. And there's just lots of bachelor's buttons and other bright flowers to brighten it up. These cosmos are going to look mighty pretty, and the whole bunch of them are that color. And here is the little rabbit that I saw the hummingbird chasing out of its garden the other day. It likes to hide over here underneath this pot. I'll back it off a little so you can see. Anyways, I have a hummingbird bath right there in the little bucket. I got that idea from Robbie down in California in her hummingbird garden. Anyways, lots of vermilion air in these pots for hanging baskets. And as I was saying, this rabbit, whoops. The hummingbird likes to chase it out of its garden. Anyways, it's going over there. I don't know if you can see both of them chasing each other. But anyway, so my flower garden's up front on the front corner of the house. And I have hummingbird feeders. I have bees balm. I have the hanging baskets. I have penstemon, salvias, some of the purple salvia, some hot lips, some more zinnias, and I planted more salvias in my sunflower pot. And I have more zinnias on the ground that are just starting to bloom. I don't know if hummingbirds ever go for snapdragons, but they look kind of pretty. And then over there is my bird bath with a lot of vermilion air around it. And that is a bird bath with one pot as a reservoir sitting in another flower pot with flowers planted between the two. And then up on my patio, hanging, this is a hummingbird, a wire hummingbird that my dad in Montana's neighbor made me out of barbed wire. And my hummingbird feeder is hanging from it. And then I have fuchsias, 4 kinds of fuchsias in that basket. And another hummingbird feeder. And I have a little hummer above my head. You can hear him kind of clicking at me, saying, "Excuse me, but I was wanting to go down and eat some lunch." So I will back off, and I bet you the hummingbird will be there before we get too far away.